Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're on the globe and whenever you get to watch this, where would you be elsewhere other than it's great to have rugby back. There's been some great games thus far, and you're welcome to tonight. Three Blokes, a Ball and God, Big Joe Shep here, and I'm joined tonight. So this is the first of a trilogy. I'm just going to sort of get off this for a second. This is the first of a trilogy of shows. Tonight we did this about 18 months ago, and we've been asked if we'd come back because they've become quite popular, it would appear at the moment. We have been asked whether we do some more of these, so we said yes. We're going to go to this weekend, next weekend, to celebrate the Pro 14 being back on. And tonight, obviously, is the first one. We are called Match Watchers, so we call them. And tonight we will be watching Leinster and Munster directly from the Aviva Stadium. And then next Thursday we have got an Irish Inter-Pros show with reps from Connacht, Munster, also Leinster on. And then next Saturday we have got another match watch show, Dragons and the Scarlets. But on to tonight's show. Joining me tonight are a Leinster fan and a Munster fan. First of all, our guest from Munster. I'm wearing black now. I'm non-partisan tonight, although there's a little bit of blue favouritism going on here, clearly. I'd like to welcome from the Munster Rugby Fans Forum. He's actually a man from down in Waterford, and he runs the Crop Cruises as well. He's very, very well connected, let me tell you, to the Munster rugby team himself. Stuart John Downie. Stuart, good evening to you. Welcome, buddy.
Well, how are we getting on?
Yeah, good mate. Yeah, really looking forward to this. They're very, very excited. Thanks for taking the time, mate, to come and join us tonight. And also joining us tonight is Leinster's #1 fan. He runs a fantastic Leinster and Ireland fan site on Facebook, Harpin on Rugby, and also got his own site as well, harpinonrugby.net. It is the legendary Jeff Pagano. Jeff, good evening.
Good evening, Joe. Good evening, Stuart. Nice to see you. Good to see you here. Ready to have my fingers crossed there all week, hoping that this game will go ahead tonight, and we're almost there. So I'm really looking forward to it now. It should be good.
Absolutely. We've got somebody who was happy with us already. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but there we go. We'll move on. Right, I'm going to pull the. I printed off the team sheets. We're going to go through those quickly. And of course, as you would expect, Munster red. You can see that, yeah. And then I printed off the Leinster blue, and it came up as being Munster red. Now, I don't know whether. I don't know. There's a bit of there's something going on there, lads. I hope it's not. So there we go. So I'm going to pull up the teams, and we'll get Stuart to very quickly talk us through his the Munster team and what his thoughts are. So let's take the Munster team for you, Stuart. Take us through it, mate.
Yeah, strong team. I'm surprised that James Ryan and Dave Kilcoyne aren't starting, but no, strong team. Hopefully they get through unscathed. There, it's good to see Shane Daly starting there at 15, and the two new South Africans in. It'll be interesting to see how they go. If they don't hit the ground running straight away, they could be in for a hard day.
And Snyman, what do you make of Snyman in the locks with Stephen with Billy Holland there?
Yeah, it's an interesting combination, you know. But Snyman has that experience coming in from the World Cup now and from playing, you know, with South Africa and over in Japan, and now he's here as well. Like Billy Holland is an old season campaigner, and I'd say you lead the way for Snyman, and it won't be long before you'll see Klein probably linking up with him anyway. But Snyman, it'll be all about going forward and fast offloads.
Cool. Well, that's the Munster lineup. Let's look at Leinster. Jeff, take us through. What are your thoughts? No Ty Furlong at tight head. Andrew Porter.
Yeah. There was no talk of him being injured, so I guess they're just giving him maybe an extra week because it's a busy time ahead now for Leinster and Ireland. So there's a lot of games to come, and they'll be needing him a lot. But what stood out for me in this selection was again with the locks. They've got Ryan Baird and Scott Fardy because when the COVID break began, Leinster's last match was against Glasgow, and these two dominated that match. They both played the full 80 minutes, helped themselves to some tries. Right, the young Ryan Baird got himself a hat trick and really showed himself to be a real force, real promising player coming through. So you couldn't really have much continuity when you have a break like that. But to put those two in again to start this big match coming back really shows that they did get some reward for that performance they put in. But elsewhere in the team, well, it's always going to be a strong back row, but they went with Doris van der Fleer and Jack Conan coming back, so that'll be interesting to see. And along the back line, James Lowe, they got Ringrose and Henshaw going up against this strong new Munster pair in the centre. There's big battles all over the park, so really looking forward to this.
Absolutely. Well, let's just see who we've got. And everybody's welcome to the show tonight. We hope you have a good one. Finola is watching. Stand up and fight. Absolutely. Dermot O'Rourke, Demo, welcome as ever. I don't follow rugby, but we can just real ales and wines instead. We can do that on another show.
Send us some, and we'll discuss it all you want. Forget the rugby. Do some beer and wine, and we'll go for it. I'll do a coffee for now.
We'll be happy to do it. I need to go downstairs and get a drink. I thought I only got me water. Nigel Quigley, chief of the White Walkers up there. Nigel, good evening to you. Meet Crime Watch. Absolutely. What's this one? Look, lads, will you stop with all of the links? I'll just sort of, I'll just hoof those out if anybody puts. In fact, I can do that now, lads. Please, delete comments. If we go back up again, then I'll block you off, lads. We don't want any sort of spurious links going up there, lads. If you can't watch it, you can't watch it. It's one of those things. But look, the whole idea of this is that. We have different fans on from the two teams we're playing. Obviously, tonight we've got Stuart on as Munster fan, and we've got Jeff off for Leinster. And I'm non-partisan. I'm going to try and be my best to be non-partisan. And we welcome our friends from the Munster Rugby supporters fan group on Facebook. Thank you. They look after me very well in there. And thank you to the admins for the support they have done. Sarah Murphy says, go on, Stu. Absolutely. We've got there. Francis Edgeworth says Leinster. Absolutely. If you've got any questions for the lads before we start, then here in the then please put some comment up, guys. If you ask any new questions. Stuart, I'm just going to go back to. Can I just ask you, can you turn your background sound down a little? It's coming through quite loud. We're being told pretty much for that. Game's about to start in about 6 minutes. But just wanted to pull that back up again, Stuart. And how do you think the front five is going to compare on both sides? Are you confident that Cronin, Scannell, and Archer can match? There we go. We'll stick with Keane Healy, Ronnie Kelleher, who's lost. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he's going to do, and Andrew Porter. What are your thoughts?
It's the first scrum is going to tell us everything, Sure, that front row of Leinster's is potentially a starting Irish front row.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. If you don't lay down the marker straight away, you're in for a hard day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it will be interesting, I think, Jeff, for Leinster for where they finished off, because it was an exceptional season beyond, and I don't know. What are your thoughts? Because it's almost like we've reset the whole of society again.
Yeah, I was thinking about that during the week, and the one thing I would say is that if there was one coach at the moment in rugby. I mean, it's like this COVID break. Nobody knew what they were doing. Nobody, it screwed up everyone's training routines, and there was a big break. But if there was one coach I could pick that would manage to find a way to get a team ready for such a crazy break, both physically and mentally training, it'd be Stuart Lancaster. And so we'll look to see how they come out playing tonight after the way they were doing before the break. But the other thing we're going to look at tonight is I think it's just how it's refereed. Now, this isn't on this referee in particular, but I was just after watching Glasgow Edinburgh. There was 31 penalties throughout the match. 18-13, and all the matches, they're all high penalty counts. And because they're trying to enforce laws around the breakdown, so when you got these two back rows going up against each other, it's going to be interesting to see how it's policed and how many, there could be a lot of stoppages for that, and it's going to be who gets on the right side of the ref first is going to be a big factor tonight.
Absolutely. Dara Martin just said, Dara, good evening to you. Are you able to watch the game? We've just started talking. Unfortunately, it's watching the game. It's a licensed thing, lads.
You might see it in my glasses. If you look real close, you might see it in my glasses.
You'll be able to watch it. I'll put mine on as well, and when I can get it off my monitor down here. So sorry, Dara. Yeah, unfortunately, the whole idea of match watchers it's watching the fans watching the game and getting a bit of feedback and putting your own thoughts in if you're watching the game, or finding out, getting some updates from people in the post, etc. So that's how it works here. Again, look, we're getting, lads, if you want to come on and I'm going to delete that comment. If you want to come on and stick your spurious links up, lads, I'll just keep taking them off and locking them. Don't do that. It spoils it for everybody else. It's illegal for a start, and there you go. So Ilse van Staden, the former Irish women's prop, still at Ulster and Cork. Munster. Oh, Jesus, I'm not going to speak to you again. And there's me. We're supporting, as you can see at the bottom there, we're supporting local businesses and organisations. And
you will put up all the comments. Come on, you boys in blue, won't you? I'm sure you're getting loads of
There's an Ulster rugby player supporting Munster, and there you go, Kinako Biltong. That is Ulster and Alana's company. So go to Kinako Biltong, and I think for all of your South African typos, good stuff. Dara Martin, yeah, absolutely. It will get a bit crazy as time goes on. This lot never stopped me. Yeah, absolutely. Andrew Tynan. Andrew.
Yeah, there you go. Good man, Andrew. Good man. That's more like it.
We'll sorry, Mr. Cole, stay, mate. I will catch with you, I promise, tomorrow. Nigel Quigley, so Joe, I've had a nice feed of beer and a chicken stack with peppercorn sauce. I think Nigel, who's Chief White Walker from our Ulster Rugby Round of the show, White Walker Chat and Crack, is a bit full. He's had a rake of beer, as we would say. So good man yourself, Nigel. Who else have we got on here? Let's have some. We must have more. Stephen O'Neill. Leinster, absolutely. Who else are we going to think?
Will we do predictions, Joe?
Yeah, I think. In fact, I've got
just as the teams are running out.
Coming out onto the pitch there. So Stu Corser from Big Rig Rugby, the forward Scotland prop forward, now runs the academy over there. Big Rig Rugby says the wins for Munster. Just shove it out. Jesus, you're winding me up. Right, go on then. Predictions. Stuart, Downie, tell us predictions.
I'd say Munster by 5.
Munster by 5. Do you think there'll be a high try scoring game, Studio?
I'd say there'll be a lot of kicking involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Good man. So Munster.
It could turn into a running game. It's hard to call it. When we're after being without rugby for so long, we don't know what way fit fellas are. But you hope conditions are right for a running game, but I think it's going to come down to a fist fight.
Good stuff. 5, Jeff.
I actually have written proof on my website and my preview. I said Leinster by 5, so I'm not just saying that to be the opposite of what Stuart said, but it's written there. It's there on the website, I promise. But I was surprised the bookies went 9 points to Leinster because I don't think form is out the window anyway with the break, but form is out the window when it's Leinster against Munster as well. I think it's going to be close. It's all going to come down to who forces mistakes, who handles the ref. There's going to be a lot of different factors. I'm just looking for a great performance right from the kickoff.
Absolutely. So look, I'll go and you've just done it again, fella. So I deleted the first one off this time. Lucky user, see you, mate. Goodbye. No illegal streams on here, lads, please. It just spoils it, and it just will stop us in the future being able to do stuff.
What about you, Joe? You're going to go for a draw since you're being. I'm definitely
going to be partisan tonight. But I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some great running play. I'm hoping that they will adapt the rules. So it's not sort of sitting on the fence or anything like that. It is just purely, I'm hoping for a good running game. I actually think with the strength and depth that Munster have got, they should be really producing something. I think with the squad that has been put together now, not just with Damien Dialende coming in and with RG Snyman who coming in, 2 South Africans, but I think that it's going to be interesting to see, Stuart, the way that you play, and there's no excuses now. I mean, there's real strength and depth coming through.
We either deliver now or forget about it.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's been talk about it, on for the last couple of seasons. That there was so much expected, but it just hasn't sort of materialised, does it? So time will tell.
It'll be interesting to see how these centres pair off if Farrell and Dialende click, because that's going to be a battering ram if ever there was one.
Absolutely right, lads. They're on the pitch. Remember, they're doing the stand. Rugby against racism. We are all against racism across the globe, and so regardless of anybody's thoughts, we stand up, and we are the global rugby family. And here we go. We're about to start, lads. Enjoy the game.
Here we go.
Let's
enjoy this, lads. Great. Been counting this down for a long time.
Best of luck now.
Best of luck.
Andy Brace, the referee tonight. I can do. I think he's good. He's
But Limerick lad.
Due to hold his own. Look. Why do you think I've gone non-partisan, Nigel, to give a bit of heat? In fact, actually, I could be the right one. Really, really looking forward to this one. And just
mad seeing the empty stands, isn't it?
It's. Let me just turn my sound up.
Crease.
It's actually raining at kickoff time.
5.5 months of that rugby. Here we go. Leinster versus Munster. Enjoy the gig.
We are ready to play again, and it is the old rivals toe-to-toe, head-to-head at the Aviva Stadium. Taken in there by Robbie Henshaw. Henshaw and Ringrose in the Leinster midfield tonight, facing the considerable Balkan.
Bit of width.
Much spoken about in the build-up. Jordan Warmer looking to put some footwork on his.
There's our first. Didn't take long. 30 seconds.
Ryan Bear.
He just wanted to get a close-up of his fancy new strip.
That's last year's strip, isn't it? They're still playing last year's Pro 14 gear. That's Munster's last year's one.
Yeah, the Leinster one looks like the one they showed during the week.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I'm just watching this on a small monitor here, but I think so. Yeah.
Not finding it.
5.5 months doesn't seem to have stopped the Leinster. They just seem to have picked up in the first 2 minutes where they left off.
Looks like it, yeah. He was never going to get that.
I thought, yeah. Oh, Munster unlucky there. I thought they were going to turn that over. They were in fast.
Well, will you get that back? Yeah.
First up and under, first carry Owen.
That's a knock on.
Yeah. Knock on from Leinster.
Here we go. First scrum. Sold that well, did Peter? Knew exactly what he was doing, but he did it well.
Get out.
Hope we don't have a load of resets now. That's been another thing that's been happening in all these matches.
Lost. Knock on. No.
Here we go. The first scrum of the game.
That was Ryan Baird knocked it on, was it? It was.
Is that not driving straight?
So, interesting age is the three of the officials from the North Munster area. Well,
Yeah.
lads, I'm just saying, you know.
Just a coincidence.
Well, Frank Murphy got the night off anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's twice.
This is a big scrum now. I want to get something out of this.
The centres, that's it. Get them on it.
Yeah. A bit nervous there, Ryan Baird. Just a simple ball to him. He was in the bread basket and just slipped out of his hands.
So that's where you're going to expect. I think we, the viewer,
Go on, Billy.
those skill sets. I think the way the unit is working around those intricate pods, there are going to be mistakes. So I think we kind of.
Conor Murray with the ball there. Munster scrumming.
Particularly with Peter O'Mahony in his peripheral vision as he wants to
It is weird, isn't it? With nobody in the.
That's Kilcoyne. Kilcoyne started.
perfect platform from which to launch an attack here for Munster.
Pretty even the scrums there so far.
Runs into the Fulton channel from Andrew Porter. Polling takes for Munster now inside the Leinster 22. Can they build some momentum?
Munster in the Leinster 22 there, lads. Now.
Oh, there we go. That's turned over. Another scrum.
No surprise inside 5 minutes. Handy there's time and cohesion not quite there.
It's just like a dance at the minute.
Ah, yeah. It's going to take a while for them to get the cohesion and be able to throw a few phases together.
It's a bit like a judo game at the moment. They're just trying to wrestle to get a good grip.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Like the first dance in the disco, you're just trying to feel the beat, so you don't look like an idiot.
Hope they don't do what I do and throw down a few vodkas and Red Bulls to get going.
The only way to do it. Oh, he didn't rap there, did he?
He's a serious old character.
Bit of an Owen Farrell technique there.
Serious old character as well, Johnny.
Both.
For sure. At least Johnny knows how to use his arms. Oh, baby Faz. I've forgotten that use of that. I think one of the interesting things is that for some players across sort of global rugby who've had the sort of 5.5 months off, it'll be the first time ever they've been able to sort of regen the body. Sexton has been playing for, injured for over 12 months now, and that's got to affect mentally as well as physically. That leg of his was strapped, so I think the break has given some players a chance that hitherto they might not have had.
Yeah, I think Sexton might play an extra 5 years to what he expected. With that kind of a break, it's almost like a sabbatical. So he'll probably go until he's 50 now.
Me and Keegan could get back into the game if we'd had 5.5 months.
You never know. You never know.
I'll tell you.
I haven't done his 116 kilograms. He may be a little bit more than that. He was coming off the pitch after warming up alongside Chris Klutz and David Goliath kind of territory there, flipping the difference almost.
Playing for the penalty. Oh, yeah.
Strong shot there by Leinster.
Yeah.
That's Simon. He'll be there all day long.
A lot of chat in the week as well from both coaches and some of the players about whether or not.
I mean, again, one of those who will, no doubt, I'm hoping really will have benefited from is Conor Murray, Stu. You know,
Yeah, he needed them.
You know, I think people tend to forget that the physical aspect of things when they're carrying injuries and they're not 100%, the mental effect on that and on the game. So it'll be interesting for him as well.
That's a big steal.
There as well.
Snyman hardly jumped off the ground. He was like a hot air balloon. Great line that worked at Munster.
He's injured himself in the process, though. The South African, he got
Uh-oh.
that delivery.
Knock on.
Attended to right down in front of his eyes. Munster go on with standard. Now Conor Murray.
I'll get up.
Stand on the final man. A quick ball from Conor Murray in good hands from Hanrahan. First involvement for Keith Earls. It's a lift now as Munster come with their own first real attacking salvo of the game. Hanrahan.
Good pressure. It's going to be a lot of those today, I think.
Oh.
A lot of those knock-ons.
I think Snyman landed badly there.
Landed on one foot.
On his ankle.
And Kilcoyne gone as well, jeez.
Did he lose a lifter? Yeah, they both let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see closer here, these.
Oh. Because he's coming down expecting someone to have him.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Lads, for everybody joining us tonight, you're most welcome. 3 Blokes of All and Bod watching Leinster. Yeah, he came down badly.
Not what you want to see, man. I mean, Leinster, whatever, that's 7 minutes.
He jumped unexpectedly. He wasn't being lifted.
Yeah.
Jeez, 2 subs.
Come down heavily on that. Jeez, that's not good. So, lads, you're welcome to the show tonight. Watching us, watching our match watch with 3 Blokes of All and Bob, Leinster versus Munster from the Aviva. If you're actually watching the game, then put a message up and tell us you're watching it. If you're not, then we'll single you out for a bit of crack and give you some updates as we're going along. So, are you watching the game, or are you just watching us watching the game?
That's it. Like you say, they're feeling each other out so far. A lot of messy scrums and little niggles and stuff. As no one's really got a foothold. It kind of needs a big breakout moment now to get it going.
One good slap now and away we go.
Yeah, that's it.
7 minutes.
Support.
Knock on.
There's the breakdown battle. That's it. That was great pressure from Munster.
That's dead at end there.
Yeah. Introducing himself. This is what...
little bit of a welcome back there between Munster and Leinster. Thanks very much, lads. Great to see you.
Very much still there to be seen.
He got himself a bit isolated there, Ringrose, and then kind of let it go, and it took us too long to recover the situation, and Munster got really stuck in there, the counter ruck.
It was quick and it was fast.
Deserved that penalty, yeah, totally.
He's a solid player, Chris Farrell.
There we go. Old school, the whole way up.
Killer's a good last couple of seasons. Really come into the limelight more, hasn't he? Been pushed hard for an Irish place, Stuart.
He has, yeah, and it was disappointing that he didn't get his shown in Japan either. Like, felt kind of a lot of them. Chris Farrell maybe as well deserved his shot as well. more than Japan, But they have a point to prove now. If they can come out on top of this now today.
David Wingle topping. He's like that, mate. Yeah, watching both and having a cackle over the over the dancing shoes. Absolutely.
That was a good. There was a good battle at that mall, back and forth. Munster did well to keep it together. They're trying to spoil it there, but they kept it together well and won the penalty. They have to go for another. I know. I see Kilcoyne's off as well. You didn't want to lose 2 forwards in the first 10 minutes going into this.
Well, Kilcoyne wasn't listed at the start anyway, so something must be done. Yeah. This is just going to be a bash job. Yeah.
When the your replacements came on, Stuart, I was thinking to myself that they need to sort of be steady or push forward, and attack a lot in the 10 minutes from the players coming on to settle everybody in. Doing well. They've done just that. They're attacking well.
No, it has to go wide now. 1, 2, 3, 9 Leinster. There we go. And again.
There we go. We thought we'd join you in the Aviva Stadium. Let's go. Munster pushing hard here now.
Getting hit by 2 tacklers each time. Oh.
Yeah. That's stolen. Is it? No.
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 Oh, no, Tommy.
Chris Farrell there pushing hard. 5 meters out, 3 meters going across.
Oh. Is that a bit high, or has he slipped into it?
Nah, he was just in the way.
Yeah.
Now Lockman on the ball.
How many phases is this?
11 now, I think.
Yeah.
Go on. That's on, is it?
In goes O'Mahony to try and remove Van der Fleer. Farrell again.
Farrell having a good start.
Oh, some great offloads there.
Munster 2 meters away from the Leinster line. Jeremy Lockman, the replacement prop, going hard there.
Another penalty.
Yeah.
I thought he got over there. Did it end it?
Yeah, I think he's in there. Diolande, I thought he was over there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're walking in there.
Oh,
yeah.
There we go. There we go. First try to Munster. I'll give you that one.
Well, they worked that one well. Some great offloads in there. They were under a lot of pressure, and they kept it together and they kept the phases going. They're very patient.
Yeah, see, I thought that point there, I thought Damien Diolande had got over the line there.
Yeah.
16, 17 favourite. Yeah, it was just wide open, Cap. Easiest.
Earned the right to go wide.
Chris Farrell's having a blinding start, lads, isn't he? An absolute blinding. Really, really good.
He's always good for those extra 5 yards.
Henry, good evening to you. It was a great time, mate. It was well taken and well settled in, considering lost 2 players in the first 7 minutes. That's 2 forwards as well in the first 7 minutes. It's a really good bounce back from that.
5 minutes of losing Kilcoyne and RG Snyman. Munster are in for the first try, and it's converted by JJ Hanrahan.
G3. Go on, bud.
13 minutes in. Leinster 0, Munster 7.
14 minutes and Munster to good play. in those last couple of passages from Munster. Really good.
Yeah, we'll see what he does with this.
You know,
See what he does with this week, sir.
You look at a name that hasn't been mentioned at all is James Lowe. So it's been all Munster and deserved that score.
Haven't seen anything of Lowe so far. Name hasn't even been mentioned.
Another really good carry.
Oh, do you know I hate box kicks?
Oh. Oh.
Another penalty to Munster. Another knock on from Leinster.
Yeah.
Here we go. That'll do.
Sexton needs to just calm the guys a little bit now, I think.
It's it's scrums like this, and you don't want to ship penalties for either side, because then you're back in their back in deep in their 22. That's how you're going to get into the 22 and penalties in situations like this.
Oh God, what a misfire! That's the second Leinster line now gone to the Dogs.
Yeah. Everybody's welcome to Three Blokes of Ball and Bob tonight and our match watch. Here's the teams again. For if you're not watching the game and you're just watching us. Cronin, Scannell, Archer. Snyman has gone off in seventh. Billy Holland, Peter O'Mahony, Tommy O'Donnell, TJ Stander. And the backs, Shane Daly at fullback, Andrew Conway in the wing. Chris Farrell, who's having a blinder in the centre with Damien Diolende, the South African new Munster. Keith Earls on the other wing. JJ Hanrahan at 10 and Conor Murray at 9. And for Leinster, Ian Haley, a young Ronan Kelleher at hooker. Andrew Porter, preferred over Tommy Furlong. Ryan Bird and Scott Fardy. Kenan Doris, Josh van der Fleer and Jack Conan. And the backs, Jordan Lama, fullback. Dave Carney, Gary Ringrose, Robbie Henshaw on the centre. Lowe, we haven't even heard his name mentioned. Tony Sexton and Luke McGrath.
Try and get a handle on the new breakdown rules and how they'll be enforced. And one thing is quite the same as the big match tempo, particularly when it's in the provincial match against your own two rivals. Jack Coleman with another good carry. Ringrose. McGrath, Sexton, Henshaw to Van der Fleer. He got beyond him, Mahoney, but he's taken on soon after that. He doesn't have a lot of pitch to work in. Balls are for James Lowe.
Yeah, first time it's been mentioned.
Oh. This.
Whoa. Oh, break. Has he got support? Oh, great step by Armour there.
Absolutely. It really is.
Penalty coming. Oh, that just bounced a little.
Leinster really unlucky there. That was good phase of play. Great
good response,
from Jordan Lama. Lovely little sidestep, and then he's gone. Oisin Riley is joining us on our YouTube channel. Three Blokes Ball and Bod. Go and subscribe to that if you would. Oisin, thanks very much. How's the game been going, lads? Love this channel. Thanks very much for your support, buddy. Yeah, it's been going great. We are 17-18 in, and Munster doing really, really well. Lost 2 players, Oisin, in the first 7 minutes.
They're looking at that tackle. They're looking at that tackle on Sexton.
but
No, nothing there.
7-0 to Munster with in the 19th minute ushing. So welcome. Rose Clever Cow. I believe that's not a real name. Johnny, the great Johnny Pullen is in the Bridge Bar, the Bridge 1830. The Wiki Bugger, can you not turn your computer around? Wind blew off me aerial, no RTE. Right. No, you're just going to have to hurry up with watching the game.
7-0.
Okay. Contested line out there from Munster. Luke Mc. Yeah. That's a good push by Leinster.
Great drive.
And they're in. Absolutely.
Is that Ronan Kelleher?
Yeah. That's a non-partisan clap. That.
Yeah. That was a great
Healy,
yeah.
Yeah.
Great get. I mean, it's not easy to get them down in that situation, but he found the line well. Knew exactly his time and when to go. Yeah, brilliant. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be you ship a penalty in midfield, and then you're in the 22, and you can convert from there. Like, you know, that's how this is going to go.
Yeah, tit for tat.
Yeah.
Nigel Quigley says, "I'm just jazzed to see if Joe can stay neutral. I'm doing my best." We are 20 minutes in for the first game back for Leinster and Munster lads. Welcome, and Nigel, I am doing my very best, mate.
Just looking, Munster are 57% possession and 68% territory so far. So it's they've got a little bit of the edge there, but Leinster might grow into it now that they got a score under their belt. So we'll see what happens. The lineout's a worry for Leinster, that's for sure. We've shipped a couple already, and we got lucky with the second one to get it back. But we can't be losing those lineouts now.
No, especially now when Snyman's gone.
Yeah. Oh, there's the wall of fans.
Oh, in trouble now.
There we go. And you're all welcome to 3 Bucks of Wool and Bog on our match watch. And we've got somebody else on our YouTube channel. Liam Hayes. Liam, come on, Munster. Cheers for the watch stream, lads. Really handy. Absolute pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Oops. We wanted to hear James Lowe's name, but not that way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
I'm not entirely sure he's the ideal person to be in those two positions.
I think that was a case of he wanted to be the one to get it, to clear it. He wanted to get it right, having gotten it wrong the first time. He nearly got it blocked again.
I know his reaction. I think it was Sexton pick up the ball, and Lowe was like, "Oh my God."
So, what do you think, Jeff, on Lowe making the Irish side? You think it's a foregone conclusion?
On Ronan Kelleher?
No, on James Lowe.
Oh, James Lowe. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion because they'll play a different type of game at that level. I mean, a test rugby, he's a great player to have, and it's a great attitude to have in the dressing room. But in the test arena, it's a lot more structured and stuff. So he definitely make the squad. He'd be a great man to have in the squad. And but there's a lot of guys ahead of him who are more clued into the test level. So we'll see, But he's been great. There's no question he's been great for Leinster.
Nigel quickly, he swung low. He did. Stephanie McNamara on Munster. Stephanie, welcome to the show. Thank you for supporting us.
It's all Zoom calls and Microsoft Teams and video analysis, but nonetheless.
Oh,
yeah. A little bit ring rusty.
that's it. Yeah, it was there. It was there to be caught.
Go
Disappointed
on.
with it.
What do you think of Jordan Larmour defensively, Jeff? He's had a few knockers in the last sort of 2 seasons.
Yeah,
But he said, but what do you go for? Do you accept that he defensively has a few frailties, but you want that attacking?
well, he's still so young. I mean, it's good that he has elements of his game he needs to work on. I mean, it's he can turn the game. We've all seen what he can do offensively, but he's definitely got to work on that. Especially he's going to be playing often at fullback. But we're so used to having Rob Kearney steady as she goes in that position. He's just a different player. So you can't expect a new Rob Kearney. Oh, that's a good step.
I have to say, lads, this is.
Oh, good steal.
We'll steal it back.
Fair play to both sides. It just.
Yeah, they're really getting stuck in to break the penalty.
Another turnover. Fair play, Munster. Great turnover there by CJ Stander.
Definitely.
I'll take 3 points here, I would suggest. I would think. In my non-partisan manner. What do you think? Here we go. Nigel. Come on, you purple.
Rewarding projector. In this case, it was big CJ Stander. Getting on the ball. What referees are looking for is not just he's clamping on the ball. In fact, Stander did there is not only to get his hands on it.
What's your current 10 situation? I know it's if you, God forbid, you lost JJ Hanrahan, Stuart, you're a bit stumped at the moment, aren't you? Do you know what? I hope he does come back because I think he's a great player, but I'm not sure we're going to see Joey Carberry back. I think he's one of those players.
I'd say if he does come back and he gets injured again, I'd say it'll be Curtains. But we have we've Ben Healy there, who was he'll be in Irish under 21, and there's a guy from Bandon there as well. There's Jack Crowley, and you have Rory Scanlon who can play 10 as well. But you would like someone else, more reputable there. Just if JJ does get injured, you'd want it all to be hanging on a 20-year-old shoulders.
Absolutely.
If needs be, I'll lace the boots back up. I'll answer the call.
Absolutely. Danny Patrick Pigeon. Danny, Pidgemeister General. Haven't seen you for ages, mate. I hope that you're well. Hello, guys. Hope you're all well. Sorry you've not been around. Your family problems. Sorry to hear that, Danny. I'll pop you a message in next week and we'll have a proper catch-up. But great to see you back, mate, and I hope everything improves you soon. And as he says, hashtag come on the boys in blue.
Oh, good.
And Nigel's just given a warning shot there. Feck off, Joe also need their 10s. So apparently you're not.
No. Oh, man.
Do you want more? Go Leinster. Nigel saying to Danny there, yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. We all are. Good man, Danny.
Jeez. That's lost it. Did so well, Armour, and then just the offload. Wasn't expecting it.
I have to say, Munster look more of a cohesive team unit.
Yeah.
In the first.
Great take.
Lovely.
Oh, that's a bit of loose rugby there in midfield. Need to tidy it up now. Penalty coming. What's that for?
Down the line, I'd say.
Yeah. I tell you, one of the things I've noticed, Jeff, in this first 30 minutes is Munster are far better having people on the shoulders. They're a lot more tight keys. That's what I mean by the cohesive unit. Whereas Leinster, you've got guys, individuals who are doing some good stuff. It just doesn't seem. It just doesn't seem that 1 and 2 on the shoulders.
Yeah. Well, Munster defence is doing a good job of not letting Leinster settle into their rhythm of putting together phases up the middle. And Leinster like to go. They like to sort of sway back and forth with sets of phases. And Munster know exactly where to get in and which breakdowns to get involved in, and just disrupt what's going on. You know, so that's what's happening so far. Leinster need to find a way to get around that. Maybe try to turn the defense a bit more, Johnny kick a bit earlier in the set, or things like that. You know, that was a great catch by Dave Carney. And they've got to win this line out, and it's sloppy. Oh.
Luke McGrath answers his try score. Cian Healy takes it up into the Munster 22.
This is a big set now. Leinster need points from this. And the penalty. You could see he was going to give that. You could just see he was before the break.
Tap and go. Oh.
No way. He's taking the 3.
Nigel, I lost my non-partisan bit there. I love to see Scott. I love to see tap. I hate box kicks, and I love to see tap and goes. And we just don't see. We see far too much of one and not enough of the other. Robert Pegler, the score currently is Munster 10, penalty converted try, and a penalty to Leinster 7, which was also converted try, but he hoped he well. Steph's not happy with the ref.
Earlier this evening, 30 points to 15. Scarlets also winning this weekend, so the pressure is on Munster.
Stuart, do you think with that win, that Ulster win from earlier, do you think that means that? Do you think that makes it that much tougher for Munster to get first place?
It certainly puts it up to them, all right. Yeah. I don't think they'll be thinking about it too much now this evening, though. I think it's just a case of whatever's in front of us now, we get them out of the way first, and we rock on. And whatever happens. You know, it's just, you can't plan for anything now. You can't plan for anything anymore. Like, even away from rugby, you can't plan for anything. So just live for the moment now. Like,
that's it.
Game by game. Johnny Sexton for 3 points here for the penalty to level up.
You'd have to wonder, does it affect the players not having fans in the stadium, empty seats? The way you feel that energy, like.
Yeah.
Especially for the Leinster Munster game. I mean, there's so much rivalry there.
Like the energy you get in home and park in a home match. If you could harness it, I tell you, you'd be a rich man.
John Dennison from World Rugby Memorial, listening in from Lyon in France there. If the penalty count as bad as English Premier or a plays adjusted, time for another lefty. You enjoy your drink, mate. I think it's not been too bad, actually. I think it'd be hard to tell that.
The page I'm looking at says it's 5-4 to Munster. It looks like there's been more than that. But there seems to have been a lot more than just 9 penalties. But that's what it's reading here on ESPN.
There you go. There you go, John Dennison, 5-4. And that was a 5-4 Munster, was it?
5-4 to Munster. Munster conceded 5. Yeah, I thought Leinster gave 3 away just on the Munster try line that time. But that's what ESPN's reading at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, not gone.
Also Van Staden there pointing out a couple of misses there from Mr. Ref. Look, he'd be getting back into it too as well.
Danny
says he doesn't think he's seen Munster play any better at the Aviva. I think that's, you definitely have to say Munster have had the better of this game so far overall. I think definitely more. I go back to use that word cohesive again. More of a team cohesion, definitely.
Yeah, they've come out with a plan and they're executing it.
Yeah.
They're executing it well, and Leinster haven't found it difficult to settle. Like when Leinster have a chance, they will score points. But I think Munster are looking at having lost those forwards so early, and with Leinster having an extra forward on the bench, I think they want to make the most of this, and they want to go in with something of a decent lead at half time now, or at least going into the last half an hour anyway, because it could go against them towards the latter stages if the forwards get tired.
John Dennison saying there the penalties in the Premiership games he's watched so far have been averaging 30 plus per game.
Yeah,
so it's quite good now so far. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, Glasgow Edinburgh earlier was 30 as well. There was a load of penalties in that one as well. And the thing is, there's all those penalties, but no yellow cards until the cards always come in the last few minutes when they've literally no choice but to give them. So the refs are being a bit lenient on that. Ooh.
Comments of the show so far has got to be from Ulster. Rugby's Ilse van Staden. I've seen straighter entries at the Kremlin than some of them. Class. Dan Hall, you're welcome, is joining us on our YouTube channel as well. Stand up and fight. Come on, Munster.
Oh, great pass there. Great quick hands from Sexton there. That's a penalty, though. That's a penalty to Munster. There you go. Well done, Standard.
I tell you, CJ and Chris Farrell have been outstanding for Munster in this first half so far.
Who's that now?
Oh man, yeah, it's a
shoulder.
Head to shoulder, man.
This was great hands by Sexton here. He needed them. But then Armour just went right into CJ there and was already in the position. You see, that's a classic example there. Leinster are usually set. The ball carrier has his clear-out guys right with him to set him up for the next play. But when the play gets loose like that, the wraparound didn't move. The ball went a bit loose. They had to tidy it up a bit. That's when you strike. And Armour just went right into Standard there, and he was in the position there to paint the picture there for the ref. He was right there over him. No, there was no shifting him from there.
I think he connected with the upper part of the neck. Just jarred him. He was very low anyway. But.
He'll be all right.
He's big hard man. He'll run it off.
You'd like to see Munster a bit more ahead though with all the possession they've had.
That's it. Yeah, that's what they need to put a few more points now with this level of domination. Would they go for the corner here, or what do you think, or would they just take the three?
He'll kick it, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think any pre-planned moves that they had for the line-out is probably gone with Snyman, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he'd have been a dynamic ball carrier straight off the line.
Yeah. No getting Peter off that pitch.
No.
Danny saying should Munster have had a yellow in there for the cheap shot on Sexton?
That's tough. Only a way.
He's that's nothing compared to what he's used to.
'36th minute, 10 apiece, penalty to Munster.
Strike.
Yeah, no, spot on. JJ Hanrahan, 3 points. Munster 13, Leinster 10. 37 minutes gone.
Slips into the open side and takes on a big number 8. Lovely, like unseen work in many cases, but he sets up in the classic place and then slips around and then fills the field. It was great having us come half and take on a number 8 there, doing his job.
Yeah, absolutely, Danny. Great to see Pom back on his feet.
Here, here.
That's saying, well done, JJ. Yeah. But you're right, Stuart. You've had by far the better of the first half, and you think Johan van Graan would want you to be a lot more further ahead than this for the possession that you've had, and how well you've played. Actually, the possession, it's how well you've played.
Yeah, because like Leinster, they don't switch off. They keep coming and coming and coming and coming. And I don't know how way everyone's fitness levels are like.
Oh,
yeah.
Handbags. Oh, Murray there with Kelleher. It's all good. Let's play rugby.
Good man, Connie. Let's get back to the rugby.
Yeah.
Porter and Kelleher.
There's nothing wrong with the communication there.
38 minutes now. Good kick by JX10. So,
Oh, okay. See what Kelleher did there?
yeah.
Right in his hands.
Leinster on a rolling maul now. What can Munster do? 2 minutes left of the first half.
Another penalty.
Oh, James Lowe, yeah.
What?
Bring them back. He's bringing back for the previous penalty. He'd already called the penalty.
I just didn't see what happened for him to stop the play. He must have held on to it too long or something. They want to go for 3 here, yeah.
Go for 3 points, lads. Go for the couple of line out.
Because we're setting the mauls well. You see, we're setting the mauls well so far. Once we win the line-out, yeah,
that was a non-partisan.
They've got to be confident with these mauls now.
Nigel Quigley, that was a non-partisan clap there. The reason being is because I hate to see 3 points being taken as well. Everyone does all the good work that the forwards have done. Kick the ball, line out, roll them all, try. That's what Leinster do right in the whole time. I'd be the same for Munster though.
Yeah, you would.
3 pointers. Can't be doing 3 pointers. Yeah, good first half, Chris Farrell and CJ.
No, there you go. You got to win those. Oh, won it back.
Yeah. Leinster on the push again. 1 metre from the try line, from the Munster try line. We're into the 40th minute now. We go pushing again. What can Munster's defence do now, lads?
He's already got one. Held up short. Half a meter short. So
His hands all over that.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in.
Oh, that's a lovely bit of play.
You're meant to be impartial.
Huh?
You're meant to be impartial.
No, I said a lovely bit of play. It would have been
Oh,
the same.
okay. I thought you were here.
We'll be back in 2 seconds, Joe. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm up to dance a jig. No, I'm only messing. I have to plug in the laptop. Just a sec.
Come on. There's one starting. Yeah, you're right. Supervision for that try. That's why I was applauding it. Not because it was a Leinster try, being non-partisan today, but actually it was lovely. Just a little tiny bit of a gap, and I'll go for that. And you have to say, it does go against the play. I'm surprised to see Leinster going in 17-13 up after the first 40. I don't think Johan van Graan, Munster coach, is going to be that chuffed with that, lads.
Sorry, lads.
That was a great try, Danny. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, I'm just going to go on top of my water now. I'm going to leave sort of Jeff and Stuart to chat through the bits of the first half, and then we'll be back doing the same thing in the second half. Jeff and Stuart, across to you.
So what do you make of that, Stuart?
To be honest with you, Jeff, I haven't seen anything different from Munster of old. You know, I haven't seen any massive improvement. I mean, there's no. Everyone's wanting to see Farrell and Delelende get on the ball together. Like that hasn't. I mean, Delelende seems to be only feeding from scraps, and it just seems to be the same. You know, forward game and then set it up, box kick, chase after it again. You know, and I think when we braked for COVID and all that, and they brought in these new players, we were expecting, you know, more flowing, more dynamic rugby. And I suppose it's because we're playing against Leinster as well. Everyone is kind of on their guard. Like, but at some stage, you're going to have to cut loose and just go for it, you know?
Yeah, no, it's good to see. I mean, well, you didn't get to see much of Snyman, obviously, but with Delelende, I mean, we were talking. There's talk of that what he did to Sexton and stuff, but not even that. Just the fact that he's getting stuck in. He looks like he's come in with the attitude. He's ready for a match like this. He's played big matches like this before. It'll take him a while to get bed into the Munster system, because that's a great midfield pairing right there. But they've been strong enough defensively anyway. I mean, the only way Leinster, like I said earlier, the only way Leinster is getting into your 22 is by a penalty around midfield. The defending put us under a lot of pressure in the middle parts around halfway, and that's the only way we're getting in there. So considering they are new players betting in, it hasn't been a bad start for them, you know.
Yeah, but I think you hit the nail on the head there when you're saying they're putting the pressure on them at halfway.
Yeah,
it seems like Munster are getting past halfway every now and again, but it seems like anytime Munster has the ball, it seems to be hovering around the halfway to 22, and any progress after that, it seems to come from maybe a Leinster error or, you know, a quick little break. But there's no mad flow to the game that I'm wanting to see. That, you know.
Yeah. No, it's been very. They're sort of like we said in the first few minutes. They're kind of feeling each other out and seeing who makes a mistake and who makes the most of the mistake. I mean, it's like the way that scoreline doesn't reflect really how the first half went. It was Munster. It was Munster heavy possession wise, but Leinster, like I was going to say it. I was going to say it around the 35th minute mark. I said Leinster are really good at getting a try before halftime, but I didn't want to jinx it. But there's been a lot of matches in the past year or so where Leinster, just after those championship minutes, Leinster are really good at creating scores at that part of the match, and that can really have an effect. You know, I mean, that's what do you think, Joe? Do you think that scoreline reflects how that first half went?
Yeah, no, not at all, mate. Not at all. I think Munster have been by far the better team, but they just haven't taken enough opportunities. They haven't taken the opportunities that we've created. I think that when they scored the first try, I think it was a great riposte coming after losing 2 key players, forwards, Snyman and Killer, in the first 7 minutes, and we thought go to them, hope that they're just minor jars of stuff, this early on. But and I thought, well, this is have to do something. But again, I think we've been. I think Leinster have been weak in the lineouts. But again, we're if you look at the Keane Healy try, it was just a solid rolling maul. It was there was going to be no other outcome than a try for me for that one. But I have been concerned, as I said earlier during the game, where Leinster have been slow to put people on the shoulder. So there's been some really good runs, but they just haven't been there. Great catch from Dave Carney. I know he's sort of out in the wing, but there was no one anywhere near him. And he's now quick. So either he tries to take it and tries to step inside, which you can do, because Munster were straight up on him. It's. But that's what Leinster do. Yeah. It's either side of the half, and the end of the first half and the second half, and scoring it. So it's it's good. It's good. And Nigel Quigley is saying that he thinks he might be 40 seconds ahead of us. This could be fun. And Joe Barker, I think I've done pretty damn well considering, really. Dave Duffin, I tell you, about these two sort of texting each other. Hi, Joe. Give that man some Malbec tonight. I'm on a glass of white, which I've just bought. Yeah, absolutely no Malbec in the house at the moment, so I'm on a glass of white there tonight. Nola Sullivan says, come on, Munster. Ian Gilbert out in Madrid. Hopefully the rugby will flow more in the second half. Dave Topping, loving the subtitles. Yeah, again, it's a Facebook thing, and I had a look on. It's not shown. I've been into a couple of the groups where we shared it to. It's not shown on there. The captions are auto-generated by Facebook, and it's it is what it is.
Don't get Joe started on Facebook, please. We'll see steam coming out of your ears.
Absolutely. But yeah, the subtitles there. But in fairness, for our friends hard of hearing who watch the show, I think it is good for them as well. So, Stuart? Where do you think that you can exploit better? Because, like we said, you've had majority of the play, majority of possession. The team has been more cohesive out of the two. So what do you think Van Graan is going to say to them all during the half-time break to be able to regenerate them or to exploit better?
I was just a few minutes ago, I was just saying to Jeff that I haven't seen anything different in Munster than I did pre-COVID. I want to see Farrell and Delalende getting on the ball more. Yeah. And they need to be a bit more it's like the two of them are still feeling each other out, and one is afraid to just to cut loose and go for it. And it's about time that Munster kind of just Van Graan just let the shackles off and just said, play, or just go do your thing, because everyone was all talk about Snyman and Delalende coming into it, and I'm sure they had a heap of moves off the lineouts for Snyman and moves off Delalende there as well. But I haven't seen all Snyman's moves are binned. Delalende hasn't. He's only feeding off the scraps, and they need to just get these guys involved a bit more, and maybe get the likes of Gallagher on and Cloutey on. I know O'Donnell is going well, but the lads on the bench are hungry there as well. Maybe get Craig Casey on there. I know Conor Murray's not doing a bad job there. They've had 40 minutes there now, and it's kind of nothing has changed. I want to see more dynamic rugby there, and I think when you have the likes of Craig Casey, who is just zippy on the ball, and you have a couple of speedsters there waiting to get going, I think there's no point bringing lads on the last 10-15 minutes when you're going against the Leinster locomotive. When it's going full tilt, you want to get in there, get these guys in early and give them a shot, and try and try and stop Leinster playing, and take it to them.
Absolutely. I just seen your comments there, lads, about, but yeah, one of the issues that you have about doing something like this is, in fact, Ian Gilbert is two issues actually. Ian Gilbert saying he's not getting any captions on watching it on Facebook. So some of you are, some of you aren't. One of the other problems we've got is that the three of us are not in sync. On our whatever we're watching on. Stuart Downie, our Munster fan, is certainly at least a minute ahead of us all. I think that's it.
That'll do it.
Pause and wait. But no, all good. Jeff, for Leinster, second half.
I think what Stuart was saying there about Munster getting in and disrupting us. I think that's what was holding us back in that first half. We were, like I say, we like to play in our patterns and stuff. But now that we have a lead, I think what we need to do is don't give Munster the opportunity to disrupt us. Maybe play a bit of a more possession game. We expected a lot of kicking in the game, a lot of box kicking and stuff, but there actually wasn't that much. I suppose maybe the penalties and we're stopping the chances of that, but maybe put it in behind Munster, make them turn, try to keep them in their half of the pitch more often, and force a few mistakes. It's one of those. It's a classic thing. We always say it at halftime, but the next score is going to be really key. Like, if Leinster can get ahead, especially push it to a two-score margin. It's going to be a lot harder for them to claw it back, especially having gone so deep into their bench already. So it's going to be all about this first 10, 15 minutes and who can get the advantage in that time,
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it'll be disappointing as well from a Munster viewpoint if Leinster pushes on, and wins the game, where you've seen that Leinster have kicked on from COVID. COVID hasn't affected them at all. While all the downtime that they've had and everything, and Munster hasn't moved on. So really, I'd like to see Munster come out now all guns blazing for this second half and just throw caution to the wind and just go for it.
Just looking at tackling stats here, halftime, you got Van der Flyers had 8 with none missed. Tommy O'Donnell 7 with none missed. Archer 7 with 1 missed. So it's the defending for the most part has been good by both sides on pressure. They've been forcing a lot of mistakes so far. So we're going to see how, like Leinster have an extra. They've Max Deegan wearing with the 23 jersey, which I thought was interesting. So they've got him. They can actually completely change around their back row in the final stages if they want to. And so we'll see how that goes on. I think Clote would be a good addition. O'Donnell's done great, but I think Clote would be a good person to rile them up even more if he can come on and play his part, because he loves getting stuck in. The referee's given a lot of penalties, but he's not going to cards. And you say you want to take some risks and stuff. I think he might be the man to come on and do that for Munster. So we'll see what happens. They're back out now and ready to kick off.
Second half, here we go.
The advantage as we turn around for 40 minutes, and let's hope it's as good and fast.
Dave Toppin just saying that just noticing that Graham Little is anchoring the coverage on Premier Sports tonight. Great to see the White Walkers of Ulster leading the way with the first 2. And second game going to be a cracker. Here we go, and we're off. Second half.
The other 2 centres have been pretty good also. The guys we sent probably a little bit aggrieved to have been behind at half-time, but they were.
I actually can't hear the match commentary. Are they piping in sounds, crowd noises on the telly?
Yeah.
Oh, they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Just a huge thank you to everybody who's joining us on our main page, Three Blokes of Ball and Bod, on our YouTube channel, and from the groups around the world that we to. And for anybody who 7, 8, or 9, we've deleted off 9 illegal streams. As soon as you keep coming up, it'll be deleted off and you'll be blocked. Simple as that. So keep them coming, lads. I can do this all night long.
Slowly back to his feet, James Lowe underneath this one, back off into McGrath.
Yeah, you're right, David. Actually, I'm watching it on my monitor on my app, and actually the crowd scenes. It's only when it pans out like it is just now that you can see, but actually they've got it to sound quite well there.
The only thing they're missing to make it authentic is Joe Curson when there's a box kick. So
yeah, well, exactly.
That would be the finishing touch to make it authentic.
Oh, you should have done that.
Oh, it's good pressure on the wing there. I thought Daly did very well with that exit. It would have been a lot easier just to kick it back, but he ran, and all that front foot ball there was down to him setting it up. So that was a good contribution from him. They sort of ran into a brick wall there on the wing in the end, but
yeah, he's you can see his sevens experience coming through every now and again. He just wants to run.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
I said, oh no there. But I was almost rooting for it to carry it on. I have to hand in my jersey if I keep doing that. That was a straightforward. Those have to stick.
Okay, so Roman Abadiak wants to have a bit of fun, does he? Well, there you go. You're blocked now, so there's obviously a whole group of you sat somewhere. Yeah, just keep them coming, lads, or just keep blocking them off. You're just ruining the rugby and pissing me off. I'll have to send Liam Neeson to find you, lads, if you keep on doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Liam doesn't like you posting streams.
I'm having the full match experience here. I'm having sandwiches.
Go on.
Come on. Interesting to see what happens on this scrum now.
Big scrum, yeah, big time. Bit of pressure there.
Whoa. Oh, look, McGrath through. That was, but again,
on the front foot. He wasn't even looking for support there. He just ran as far as he could take it.
Oh, not again.
No, that was.
Get down. Fuck.
Oh, is that a 5? Oh, that doesn't look good. Is that Ringrose?
No, armor.
Armor.
scrum. Referee very patient with the Leinster structure of the scrum, but didn't look like do unbelievably well. But as he made the break, I think he realised how much green grass
he got away there way too easy.
Yeah, who was that?
I'd say, I don't know, who did he hand off? Was it JJ Hanrahan?
This is a great
I think so.
through ball. Sexton and Larmour kept hunting, and didn't quit, didn't give up, chasing it.
Oh, that'll be a 5-meter scrum and go back. Oh, it just fell awkwardly.
Dave Topham saying that proper order, Stuart, having your sandwich, but much better with a dirty burger at Ravenhill.
Let's turn on the light.
That's not, I don't think that's the area Sexton meant to put that. I think it came off his shin, but it's still able to make a bit of mischief in behind.
Interesting question from the Night King up in Ulster there. While we're just Nige Quigley. Let me just I just spend the most of the time deleting messages. So, while we're watching faces, do you think the sheep get heavier when it's raining? Don't know. Interesting question, Nige. In fact, let's ask. We'll ask our farming man, Stuart. Do sheep get heavier when it's raining?
I only have cows.
There you go.
I don't have sheep. No, I don't think. Well, they might get a little bit heavier, obviously, but they're asking the wrong farmer.
That scrum was a mess, wasn't it?
Hey, Dave Topham says, "Run, don't faff about." Well, I like that one. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he should be getting through there, but it was Sexton inside. If he did push off his right foot and hit it towards the post, he would have had Sexton as inside. I think Sexton had a trail runner outside him as well.
Yeah, he didn't. On that run now, McGrath didn't really have a look to see who was with him. He ended up running away from his support.
Yeah, I think he was surprised he even got away.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, now what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he jarred his knee, obviously, when he came down. Hopefully, it's
I'd say he wasn't lifted. I'd say he jumped of his own accord. But was he lifted? I didn't think he got lifted.
I thought there was sort of a half kind of effort to the two guys. The guy either side of them had their hands like this with him, but they didn't hold him as he was coming down.
Yeah.
But and he came. Whoops, sorry, I'm coming back up. But he came down wayward, didn't he? And
yeah.
So there was all jarring on that one knee.
All his weight went on the one leg.
Absolutely. We send our best to our Ireland and to Killer. I hope they're
nice.
Leinster pressure now in the 5 meters. That's really great defense. In well there.
Did well to recycle it, though.
That was well done. Fair play, Munster.
Yeah, that was a big battle there at the back of that scrum.
I think there's
Yeah, well on.
No.
Whoa.
What caused a lot of that was Leinster. They were going for the penalty. They're trying to keep the ball in the scrum and looking for the penalty. I hate that. I think it's just get it away, play the game, and don't wait for the ref to give you a penalty because a lot of them won't. You're running a risk there. Oh, he kept it in the back of the scrum, and then he was under pressure, and that put Munster on the front foot in that set.
I feel like I'm having a scrum on my own here. They've obviously, whoever these idiots are actually using a bot now to good drills. There we go. Jeff Downie. There we go. We'll give it. Just bugger off. Okay. So they've upped the game now by putting 6 or 7 at a time on with every new bot name that they're using. Great. Just block.
That's
We'll delete the comment off now. We'll just.
there's been a change in the Munster team there. So Clute is on.
Yeah, there you go.
So Tommy O'Donnell must be gone.
That was a big couple of penalties for Munster there to keep Leinster out after that 5-meter scrum. That's going to be a big boost to them now. That's they want to.
He's done well, Chris Clute, hasn't he? You know, we went off to sort of Sri Lanka there for a while. With Johan Taylor, who runs Rugby Academy Ireland with Dan Fontaine. Johan was the head coach of Sri Lanka, and he took Chris out there for a while, and sort of regenerated them quite a bit. And then he actually went to Munster. It was really good.
Yeah, and he's Irish qualified now in October.
Oh, is he?
He is, yeah.
Oh, he called that a maul, did he? I thought he wasn't going to call that. I thought he was going to call that a tackle now. That's a big stop there. Sexton and Van der Fleer holding him up.
And I'm back.
Yeah, he was going backwards. He couldn't really see it.
Yeah, there's a slight time differential depending on which you're up in Ulster, mate. So you know, it's the time zones slightly different age.
That's it. The international date line.
Ian Gilbert saying Patrick Swayze has come on from Munster.
It's a penalty.
I think Nigel winding us up saying anyone seen that try. I think he's about 2 minutes ahead of us. So, hold on, mate.
Oh, what a offload. Go on, James. You have it. What an offload in there.
He says, Nigel, I thought you were messing around. Cool. I tell you what, he's some player, isn't he?
Just the delay. That was Sexton. He just did a little show and then let it go. It was his body language and everything there. It was a little there and there go. Brilliant. And that wasn't bad either. The second pass. That's Baird, is it?
Baird onto low, yeah.
Not even didn't hesitate to throw the dummy and put play through.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
No chance of being forward, no. Anything.
I think I can safely say that it was definitely not forward. That's my job here. Never forward in a million years. It was flat at best.
Flat. It was flat at base.
It was flat.
I'm just saying his internet is obviously White Walker Supreme. Keep quiet. Looks so assured, Ryan Bird, didn't he? Sure.
He's
you know.
A lot of these players for all the provinces, they're coming out of the academies now in the under-20s, just ready to play at this level. That's what I was saying about the Munster fullback. Like, you know, they're just there's no bedding them in now. I mean, look at this. This is they're showing the replay again. That's a perfect delay pass.
I know.
Still 11 points. I mean, that's a quick Munster score here, and this is back on. Toner's on now. Be interesting to see who went off. Did Fardy went off? Did he?
Yeah, and Reece Marshall is on for Munster as well.
Okay. Oh, great. Well, Jesus, that's like picking a pineapple off a tree.
Yeah,
You just
it's
pull
too
that
easy.
one.
If you didn't catch that though, between Keith Earls and JJ Hanran, there
Yeah,
was something wrong.
true.
Last 20 minutes of the game will be really testing, energy sapping, very difficult to go from.
Needs something to happen now.
Season training led up to the intensity of this game without it taking some effect.
Good chase.
Tell you something, that Dale Lende is a strong unit.
He is, yeah. And he's getting stuck in, like, you know, he's not waiting around. Yeah,
And stand
did
up.
really well there. Stander again. Another 10 meters. We got to put this in the corner.
CJ Stander in there, and he's relishing the ruck this evening, certainly. We're going to go for the corner here, really make the most of the situation.
This game is far from over.
Yeah, something. If something, they'd want something to come out of this though.
Definitely.
What he's referring to there is a couple of minutes back, Reece Marshall, the sub-hooker, he had a difference of opinion.
Nigel's just saying to you, Jeff, your enthusiasm and his sarcasm will be some mix next week. On Thursday night here on Three Blokes of All on Board, we have got Irish Enterprise special at 8:30, where we've got.
I'll be sure to bring. I'll bring a bit of sarcasm as well to even things out, maybe. What happened there? Accidental offside?
I'm not quite sure. He blew it up in the middle of a play.
Yeah.
I think Dale Lende might have put another hit on Sexton.
Johnny, just take it, would you? And just take it on the chin and speak to your team. God. Honestly.
So there was a penalty advantage already. Oh.
Ooh. Knocked it on.
Yeah, it's a knock on.
Play the whistle. Play the whistle.
Once he doesn't give that to Keane, he's going to get the Munster penalty then. A little bit of ambiguity around that one.
Interesting call.
That situation changed. So there's the first attempt.
Okay, this is the right penalty count now. It's Leinster 10, Munster 8. That's been updated now. That's a lot more like it.
There's another second row on the ground.
Jean Klein, yeah. I mean, we're just coming up towards the end of the third quarter now. I think for the first game back, it's actually been pretty intense.
Oh yeah, it's everything you'd expect from the game like this, except there, there's been a lot of penalties. The ref's not going to give yellow cards yet. We think we'll go deeper until we think it's seeing that, but unless something really, really blatant happens. But this is a big series now. Munster have to get something out of this. I don't think a penalty is going to be enough for them here. They'll need 5-7 points from this visit.
Yeah.
If there's going to be any getting back now, so it's going to be all down to the attack against defense. Who comes out on top?
Yeah, they have to go for it.
Yeah.
You know, no choice. If they just take 3 points here, it's just a signal, you know. you can almost accepting a defeat. Like you have to take it to Leinster. You're going nowhere otherwise.
Yeah, you made a good point earlier that they probably have a rake of moves set up for Snyman in situations like this. Even to use them as a decoy, even to know. So now they've got this would be a good time for some kind of fancy set play. Like instead of don't set, fake to set up the maul, but put it out the backs or something that to put the Leinster defense on, on the back foot, so. Might be a good time to use their Wednesday on the crash ball or something,
Yeah, Snyman was an expert. He'd almost lift the ball over your head and put it behind you, so the ball is behind the defence already, and then he has his offload. So he gives you every chance. Another second row gone.
So who'd go in there now?
They're going to have to I'd imagine Chris Farr will go in second row and Scannell will come on. Yeah. So that's the centre partnership broken up as well.
Coming in, and this is the attritional nature of the game we spoke about. Dave Kilcoyne being forced off James Cronin, of course, didn't start the game as he was selected because of a groin injury.
Yeah, I forgot about it, actually. James Cronin not starting. The injury count, Stuart, is growing.
Yeah, it's not good now. Not good at all.
It's good.
It's a good shove, but no, you got pushed back.
See what happens now.
Just sort of disintegrated a bit, didn't they?
No, angry little man.
Yeah.
This is where now you'd like to see Arno Botha stay. When lending his bulk, he'd bring you on the extra few yards. Oh, shit.
Oh, pressure. Get rid of it. Oh, they've got it. No, it's not gone. I don't know. I really thought setting up the maul there wasn't the right way to go. You've got some strong centers there for the cross ball. Do something different. Maybe fake a maul or something. They just set it up, and Leinster were able to kill it and set up the defense.
Archer was almost in the wrong place. It wasn't designed for him. He should have come back more for the runner.
It was a sloppy throw, I suppose. Yeah.
And then his positioning was wrong, and then he didn't expect to. He expected the ball to come behind him, which would have really put it out wide quickly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only way you're going to beat Leinster is if you keep moving. If you're going to be setting up rucks and walls and stuff, you're just giving everyone a chance to reset.
Yeah.
Leinster eat that all day long.
Yeah, there's very few defensive teams better defensively being able to soak up pressure.
Trying to win the penalty. See, play the ball out. I suppose this kills a bit of clock as well, but. Will Connors is on.
Yeah, Will's on it. He's got some awesome stats, hasn't he? Will Connors.
He does. He's another one that just came straight up to this level and started tearing up trays, like matches with 30 tackles, with none missed. He's just.
You look at him and Keelan Doris and Max Deegan and Ronan Kelleher and Ryan Bird. Like you said before, Jeff, they come straight in and straight to that level. Last season was just a grounding for them. This season, really grounding for them with the World Cup. Then just.
Oh, come on.
Straight through the centre.
And he's got him in the inside.
Oh,
Event is over.
Actually went the wrong way. Should have gone. DK is.
That's a serious result there after all that.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering whether actually it just wasn't warm enough, because it hasn't sort of really been. That's a danger, isn't it, with a winger when there isn't that, when they're not doing that much, they're almost sort of trampling down on the periphery, and then they have to go from scratch.
Yeah.
Keith Earls should know better than that. You know, he's an Irish international. Like,
yeah.
That was too soft for Gary Ringrose just to step in and go. You always put your player to the sideline. The sideline is your best friend.
CJ again. Gets to a stage where the ref just sees that CJ is in the ruck, and that just gives the penalty straight away. Like, you know.
Yeah. Away you go.
When he's over it, there's no moving him.
No.
12-8. 12-8.
Yes, David. Yeah. Sorry, Jeff.
12-8 Leinster penalties, it says here. Leinster 4 out of 9 lineouts. That's
they've won.
They've won 4 out of 9. And of those 4, I think only 2 of them were clean. I think they might have ended up with possession after a couple of them, but they haven't been able to get that set piece going.
Yeah, and that's without competing against Neumann.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely issues there.
Crossing.
Oh, yellow. Here we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Big dead.
Yeah.
Another lock on off the pitch.
It would appear so, Nigel. That's a yellow.
They've kept Farrell and Delende in the centre. They've moved Rory Scannell in there, in the front.
He did.
That's the big 10 minutes now. This will be interesting.
Yeah. Only 63 minutes, 17 minutes to go.
Use it now.
Farrell carries Murray there quickly. He's been busy and good tonight. O'Mahony too. Murray there again.
Come on, speed it up. Speed it up.
You need something here, Stuart. Now, if you don't get something here, I don't think you'll get anything now.
Oh, big time.
If we don't get it in here, I'm going home.
Conor Murray's looked very sharp, I have to say. He's looked.
Oh,
gee.
They've got. Oh no, it's a knock on. That's a knock on.
Yeah.
Oh, Leinster knocked that on.
Forward momentum play. Standard. Marshall again. Run into forward line Murray.
Oh.
Well done. Good finish. That's a good finish.
Great try by Keith Earls. Absolutely.
It looks good, but did he ground it?
I'd say he got it. I'd say he got it. Yeah, he got his hand over it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fingernails.
I'm staying on a bit longer.
Good man. I'm glad to have you here.
My battery is dying, that's all.
All right. Great try by Keith Earls. Classic.
That was good. Fast hands from Murray to get it out.
It was. And that's what was. I should have. Strong to knock them off.
Yeah, if you see the Leinster tacklers when Munster has the ball, there could be 3 Munster guys down to 2 Leinster. You know, Leinster are always playing the numbers game.
That's why you have to. If you get a sliver of time, you've got to do something different quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those long passes are what's needed.
Yeah, and it's a mismatch. You need to get a mismatch.
Yeah.
Doing well now to get this kick.
Interesting last 15, lads. JJ for the conversion. To bring it back to 4 points.
As a kick from Kerry.
Good strike.
Oh, lovely.
Straight down the middle.
Great conversion, JJ Hanrahan.
Game on.
Gaelic football, let's rugby players.
Leinster 24, Munster 20. Yeah, you're right, Kenny. Yeah, it was a great try by Munster. Absolutely superb. Nigel, are we doing this next week? We are next weekend. We are back with another match watch with 3 Blokes of Ball and Pod, and it is Dragons versus Scarlets, courtesy of our team at the Welsh Rugby Roundup.
Wow.
Oh, dropped it. There's Baird that was only doing one thing there.
Yeah.
That's
Now the blue onslaught.
$14 to 8 now penalties, Leinster. So it's
great. I have to say, lads, great game of rugby overall. Really.
Yeah.
It's definitely come to life now a bit more.
Sure.
Always when the last 15 minutes kick in, the panic kicks in as well.
That's it. Max Deegan is on.
I think in future, I tried to replicate the sensation of having no crowds with background pictures tonight at the Aviva. I think next time I'll put one. Great, it looks great, but I think next time we'll have it full of people.
Yeah, so people think that's actually a live shot.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jesus, how do those people get in there when nobody else can get in?
Oh no offload there. Deegan tidied that well. And they won the penalty. Take the penalty.
Oh, come on. Take him down.
Some strength, a new advantage.
There's a new advantage.
Yeah.
Whoa, what an offload.
Going back.
Anyway, yeah, that was a kick to nothing really there.
It's a great sequence.
Yeah.
What's this? That's some pass there.
Absolutely. Great vision.
Just to see that.
Yeah.
Let alone try it. That's what Gibson Park does. If you're chasing the game in the last few minutes, and it's kind of a curse that makes you a good sub. But if you're chasing a game and you need something, a bit of magic like that in the last 10 minutes, he's a good guy to bring on.
Yeah, he reads the game well.
Yeah,
I would say he's probably able to read the game. Even he's probably your ideal sub because he gets the opportunity to read it a bit more when the game is going on. The way when he comes on, then he knows how he's going to influence it. Going for points.
Yeah.
Kill a bit of clock and stretch the lead to 7.
You can convert a try even to draw. Got to get it over first.
That's it.
Time for another sandwich.
Come on. Ladies and gents, on Thursday night at 8:30 here on Three Blokes Bowling Bod, we have actually the Leinster Roundup show, the monthly with Jeff Pagano. But it is an Irish Interpro special reviewing today's game and tomorrow's game between Ulster and Connacht. I'm looking forward to next weekend's with a few other things as well. And we will have on Jeff Pagano with Leinster. We've got Nigel Quigley, Mike King, the White Walkers from our Ulster Rugby Roundup show, White Walkers Chat and Crack. And they'll be joined by Jeff Neville, who is the Loop Head, who is our Munster fan. And they will be joined by Padraig Kelly from the Second Row podcast team, who is our comic reporter. So we'll have one from each. And then next Saturday, we'll be doing another match watch live here on Three Blokes Bowling Bod, courtesy of our Welsh Rugby Roundup show, and watching Dragons and Scarlets.
So 10 minutes to go. 7-point lead.
Craig Casey on now for Munster.
Una Long Doval, the same what's the score. The score is currently with 10 minutes to go. It is 27 to Leinster and 20 to Munster. So Munster needing a converted try to draw. Thanks for joining the show.
It's a knock on. It's great work by Daly there. Made something happen, didn't he?
This now, Craig Casey for Munster, the scrum half. There's no waiting around with this guy.
Little speed merchant.
Right, he's at every single ruck. It's just go, go, go.
That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. This guy is the future now of Irish rugby. He's as tenacious as you're going to get.
Peter Stringer type.
Yeah, he is, and he'll run at the biggest fella on the pitch. He's he played under 21s last year for Ireland, or was it the year before, and he was sensational.
Oh, look at that! It's a good overlap. Oh, that's a nice tackle.
It's a good hit. Good hit by Deegan there.
Needed it.
Has to be good. We're down here. Yeah, there has to be something come out of this. Step in, go on, push him on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, good try.
Oh, great.
Got the most out of it. Got the most out of the sin bin, that's for true. That's for sure.
Whoa.
That's two angry little men.
Yeah.
Conway was in trouble there, only for a few they got on his shoulder.
Absolutely, Ilse. It was a super try from Andrew Conway. So now, conversion to bring the scores level. Interesting, last 7 minutes. That was a lovely little flick there from Chris Faddle. Lovely. Absolutely made that, and it was just effortless.
Dance around low there.
Yeah, that's. No. Big moment.
No pressure here. No pressure here, JJ.
JJ Hanrahan to level up the scores.
That try there just showed you the importance of a good bind.
Nigel already knows what's happened. The rest of us. Here's JJ Hanrahan for the conversion.
Shit.
Oh, it's going slightly across. Oh, it's gone across the face. Not just across the face, but to the right hand side. You can see from there, okay? My little monitor. See that little flick there from Chris Faddle? That was awesome.
Yeah, the body language and everything. You don't know what he's doing.
Just awesome. So Dev must be back on now.
Ooh,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Don't get a red, Dev.
Jeez, I thought he was going off.
6 minutes to go, 5.5 minutes to go. Leinster 27, Munster 25. And he's not watching the game. Devin Kona back on. All sides equal. And you're right, Nigel. If you said nailing aircraft would come down and abducted the field, you have to wait 30 seconds to come line on yourself. Stephanie, yeah, absolutely right. It was a great try, and unfortunate for JJ on the conversion. As a non-partisan person, I really want. It would have been to draw it. It would have been pretty fair, actually. There we go, into the last 5 now, lads.
There's going to be no drawing this now.
Oh.
Didn't even need to try it. Didn't even need to try that.
Ladies and gents, you're welcome to tonight's match watch with 3 blokes of ball and bod. Leinster versus Munster, live from the Aviva. Watching the game with Jeff Pagano, Leinster fan from Harpin on rugby.net, and Stuart John Downie from the Crop Cruisers, Munster fan.
Yeah, it's all about discipline here. Discipline here from Leinster. Ship a penalty, now we're in big trouble. Play this end of the park.
You're out, man.
I wasn't quite sure what Sean Cronin was doing there, really. I thought he was going to go in Jackal in and just
no, they're probably conscious of shipping a penalty here.
Yeah, Munster just need the penalty to win this. That's 3.5 minutes. Leinster by 2.
10,000 phases from here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad one. That's a bad one.
See?
Oh, that was a great one.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What? No. It was offside.
Well, this will be interesting now. See,
that's the chance. That's the chance we didn't want to give away.
That's within Rory Scanlon's kicking range nearly. That's the halfway, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't box kick. Absolutely ridiculous.
I think JJ could be getting more on these kicks. I mean, geez.
Yeah. Yeah, I did another one earlier that he pretty much went horizontal.
Yeah, just pretty much straight into the line.
Yeah. Well, again, I'll say it. Discipline. This is now they're in kickable zone. So
I tell you, Leinster need to be careful here.
Oh, what do you go for that for? He went for it. That could have been a penalty as well.
Yeah.
Is that go on now?
Oh, it's all out war now.
Yeah.
One mistake now by Leinster, and
they're throwing themselves into it.
This is actually going to be like the Munster of old, where if they're going to nick it, they're going to nick it in the last minute.
Yeah.
Yep. Is it a drop kick on, you think, Stuart? Is that a...
They need to get a lot closer.
I'd rather see him cross the whitewash. You know, I don't know how JJ's confident is when it comes back to drop kicks.
They got him trapped.
No, man, they threw it away.
Oh! From his shoelaces, which was anyone else's neckline. That's huge. And that's not going to go this. That's a perfect kick.
I thought you were through then.
Oh.
You had to run this.
Again, no penalties. No penalties.
No.
For the last minute.
Kielande now. Doesn't have too many options. Romani punts the touchline on this near side. Inside the final net.
Jeez.
Oh, there you go. That's it.
There we go. That's the game. It's still 27-25, Una. And
That is it.
Yeah.
we're into the last 30 seconds.
It's probably
game of rugby for all lads, I think. Great game of rugby.
yeah, a fair
That's
result.
great game. Fair play to Munster. I think it all came down to not getting enough points in the first half when they had the extra. But it was a great match and it was a great fight back. That's not gonna make them feel any better. I know that, but it was a great game of rugby. Now, just what we needed now to get back in.
Yeah.
No problem. You're welcome, Una. Thanks for joining the show. Sorry, it isn't the result that you wanted.
Unless we produce something amazing there.
Could be something from here. We've seen it done.
Yeah.
Couple
Right,
of quick.
Wow, that was a bit bizarre.
Did they kill that? He killed it.
Yeah, killed
They
it.
kicked it out, yeah.
2 penalties, 2 quick penalties, and you're down the other end.
That's even.
In fact, they kicked it out.
Another defeat in the capital for Munster. 15 trips now to Dublin since that Heineken Cup semi-final.
So, guys, very quick thoughts. Stuart, let's start with you. Overall, what do you take away from it?
Misfortunate about the injuries. You know, I was looking forward to seeing Snyman play, and the combination of Delalende and Farrell. But look, overall, you can't complain. You put 25 past Leinster, and it just comes down to a missed conversion at the end of the day. So I mean, you can't. If you're going to lose, that's the best way to lose by. You know. No complaints. I mean, they seem to be on the right road, and once we get a full panel of players fit again, see Snyman walking there. Like to see him in a full flow of action there. Like, but no, look, Leinster fully deserving winners of it. It was as close a game as you're going to get, and it was a great way to reintroduce rugby again.
Yeah, very much so. Standout player for you, mate.
I'd be biased towards the back row, so I always enjoy seeing CJ get stuck in. But Chris Farrell was he was immense there today, you know, and he's fully deserving man of the match.
Absolutely, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, like it was a free. I mean, after that break, it was a free hit for both teams, kind of thing. There was a lot, you know, they're betting themselves back in after such a long break, whatever. It was a great game of rugby. Both teams really put it in. There was mistakes. I mean, looking from Leinster's point of view, not crazy about the lineouts, not crazy about all those penalties, but we got the scores when we needed them. The discipline wasn't great. Standout player, I'd probably go for Ryan Baird. Just the way he just fits in, he just belonged there. There was no sense of him like, I'm just sitting back and letting these more experienced guys. He got involved. He got stuck in. He was putting in passes, and he played right to the end again. Another 80-minute shift from him. So it was a great. It was you know, obviously happy with the win. I thought Munster were unlucky. I think maybe draw would have been better. I knew it wasn't going to be a 9-point win. It's going to be a lot closer. But happy. Have to say I'm happy with another win. You know.
Good stuff. Great, Jules. Listen, lads, everybody, thanks very much. Stephanie, thanks, guys. Yeah, no problem at all. Tomorrow, obviously, there's a game out of interest. Ulster versus Connacht. That should be an interesting one. Nige does say, does 1 point put Munster ahead of Edinburgh? Not sure, actually. Need to have a look at the amended table.
Edinburgh won though, didn't they?
Edinburgh won, yeah. Great bonus point win.
Yeah. So they're.
So I think so. But there we go.
I think that means they'll definitely finish strong, which means I forgot to say these two will probably be back playing each other in a couple of weeks. So that'll be interesting. And it definitely won't be straightforward. So we'll be back again in a couple of weeks' time, I think, in the semi-final. Leinster v Munster again.
To everybody who's been watching tonight on YouTube, on our main Three Blokes of Ball and Bod page, or from any of the other groups it's been shared into, his battery's just gone. He lasted 80 minutes, lasted an awful lot more. So a huge thank you to everybody who's been watching tonight. And join us again on Thursday when Jeff will be back on with when we look at our Interpros and the Irish Interpros reviews of the game today, and Ulster and Connacht tomorrow. Looking forward to next weekend, and then next Saturday. And again, all the details will come up on that, and that is our next match watch here on Three Blokes of Ball and Bod. And thank you for asking us to redo them again. It's been a great crack, thoroughly enjoyed it. So to Stuart John Downie from the Croc Cruisers and Munster, and Jeff Pagano from Harpin on Rugby.net. Jeff,
thanks, Joe.
Thursday. And lads, listen, thanks everybody for joining us. It's been thoroughly enjoyable, great game of rugby to get back into, and we'll see you all very soon. I'm Big Joe Shep. This is Three Blokes of Ball and Bod. Take care and stay safe.